Hey guys, it's Roxie with Roxie's Broadway Breakdown. Welcome back to my channel, and today I want to talk about the new upcoming cast of Sweeney Todd. Yes, Josh Groban and Annaleigh Ashford will be exiting their roles in January of 2024, and Tveit and Sutton Foster will be coming in February. So let's break this down. Tveit is known for roles such as Fiyero in Wicked and Frank in Catch Me If You Can and Link Larkin in Hairspray and Christian in Moulin Rouge. He has a beautiful, brilliant, buoyant tenor voice, and sort of known for these romantic, tenor leads. He did do John Wilkes Booth in Assassins, that's a dark role, and Enjolras in Les Mis, the movie, which is no lightweight role. But at the end of the day, he does have a gorgeous tenor voice. Sweeney is written for a beautiful, rich, deep bass baritone voice. And I'm assuming that they reached out to Tveit because every talented bass baritone known to man was either busy or turned down the role. That's what I'm thinking. Nonetheless, both of these actors are Tony Award winning actors. They're very talented in their own right, but when I think of Sweeney, I don't think Tveit, not with that gorgeous tenor voice. Sondheim wrote Sweeney with this very rich, deep voice because the role of Sweeney is very dark and angry and vengeful. If you just think of some of Sweeney's songs, like My Friends, you just think of certain lines in there and they're just so dark and sit so deep in the chest that you just wonder, can Aaron's range get down there? It remains to be seen. I don't know. I listened to the cast recording and Josh Groban's voice just was so beautiful, and it just sat so beautifully in his range, and he sounded great as Sweeney. I didn't get to see either one of them in the role, but I have seen Josh in concert, and I've seen him on interviews, and he's such a likable, affable kind of guy. I don't know if acting-wise, the angst and the anger and the emotion came through in the recording, but I don't know if it came across on stage. Getting to Annaleigh Ashford, her voice was gorgeous as Mrs. Lovett, and I did hear the duality of the character come through. She definitely had that comedic timing and that biting wit, and you definitely hear that cunningness and that shrewdness and that deception, which takes that with Mrs. Lovett. I mean, that's what her character is. It's her idea to grind people up into meat and put in the pies. That ain't Sweeney. That's Mrs. Lovett. So it definitely takes that biting kind of dark humor. It's not just fluffy kind of humor. It's Mrs. Lovett is a certain kind of person. And she sounded great. And some people are like, but the Cockney was in and out and it wasn't. You try singing Sondheim with perfect Cockney, okay? That's not how he wrote this show. I mean, a lot of it is just so lyrical and beautiful. I mean, even A Little Priest. And there's so many lyrics to that song, and if you just try singing How About a Little Priest, it's got to be so clear and concise. I mean, if she were to really sing that in true Cockney, How About a Little Priest, the people would be going, what the hell is she saying? So I'm not going to dock Annaleigh Ashford on that. Now, you take Sutton Foster, again, very talented, Tony Award winning Sutton, but she's known for roles like Reno and Sweeney and Janet DeGraff and Drowsy Chaperone and Millie Dilmount and Inga and Young Frankenstein and all these sort of splashy roles, and she is known for kind of the typical leading lady of musical theater. You know, just very splashy. And I've always said, if you just wanted the perfect leading lady, you just wrap Sutton up with a bow and you hand it to the audience and you got it. Most recently in the revival of Music Man, where she played Miriam the librarian, they kind of changed the role to suit Sutton, because Miriam is very reserved, very soft, very demure, a true kind of dreamy romantic. You know, it's written for a true soprano. And My White Knight and Good Night, My Someone, Sutton has a big mezzo belt voice, and so they transposed it so that she could belt those songs. That wouldn't be Marion. Marion's not this big, bold belter. They also added tap to suit Sutton's tap abilities, which she's a great tap dancer, but Marion wouldn't be showy and tappy. So they kind of changed the role to suit Sutton. Sutton didn't change to suit Marion. She's also set to star in an upcoming version of Once Upon a Mattress as Winifred. I think she is perfect for the role of Winifred. That sort of wacky, unconventional, slapstick kind of humor. Dead on, perfect casting for Winifred. Mrs. Lovett, I don't know. Like I say, you do have to have comedic timing from Mrs. Lovett, but there has to be that dark edginess to her as well. And I don't know. So, with Aaron, I sort of question, can his beautiful tenor voice hit those deep, rich notes to convey that sort of anger and brooding vengeance that's going on with Sweeney? And can Sutton's comedic timing and her sort of wacky wit, you know, sort of match that deception and cunningness and shrewdness of Mrs. Lovett? I don't know. I guess we'll have to attend the tale of Aaron and Sutton. I don't know. Sorry, had to stick that in there. All right. I hope you, you know, just take my 2 cents for what it's worth. But anyway, don't forget to click and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next.